Beijing's billionaire ghost towns. What empty villas say about China's future. Passport denied. No way out. Why is the CCP suddenly making passports so hard to get? 800 million trapped in debt and jobless. The collapse the CCP doesn't want you to see. China's once booming property market is now showing alarming signs of distress. In Beijing, sprawling luxury villas, once symbols of the nation's rising elite, stand abandoned, overgrown, and unsold. As China's economy falters and the wealthy flee, these empty mansions are more than real estate. They are silent warnings of deeper instability in a system beginning to crack. With China's economy in decline, a growing number of wealthy individuals are accelerating their emigration, leaving many luxury villas in Beijing vacant. Prices for these high-end second-hand homes have nearly halved, yet they remain difficult to sell. This is Tongju district in Beijing, where a single-family villa has been abandoned for an extended period. The villa spans 459 square meters, featuring a southern entrance and a garden covering 2,664 square meters. Due to its age, the property is overrun with weeds both inside and out, while the yard is thick with overgrown trees. From this vantage point, the villa enjoys a prime location, just 5 kilometers from Tongju's central business district and 6 kilometers from the city's subcenter. It's also adjacent to the newly constructed 6th Ring Road underground transportation network. Despite the neglect, the main structure remains intact, with doors and windows still in place, ready for renovation and occupancy. Recently, a video shared by blogger Troubled Croquette captured the Vancouver Garden Villa community in Beijing, Changping district, a known enclave for Beijing's wealthy elite. The blogger explained that he was helping a friend search for a villa to rent nearby for office use. Constructed between 2002 and 2003, the Vancouver Garden Villa community consists mainly of single-family homes and townhouses. Single-family villas here typically sell for between 15 million and 25 million yuan, or even higher, while townhouses command prices over 10 million yuan. According to the blogger, before China's economic downturn, many affluent individuals lost confidence in the government and began transferring their assets abroad. As a result, numerous villas in this community now sit vacant. He also revealed that the real estate agent who showed him the properties mentioned, most owners hold foreign citizenship and overseas green cards. These owners are generally in their 50s and have already emigrated. Notice the size of this villa, tucked away in a dense forest. Can you see it? An iron plate is placed at the entrance, likely to block the fence and prevent unauthorized access. We'll respect the property and observe from outside. Because the villa is surrounded by earth slopes, we must stand at the highest point to capture the entire property. Even with a wide-angle lens, the villa is too large to fit in one frame. Zooming in, we see that with the leaves fallen for winter, the house is partially visible, though many trees still obscure the view. Changing our angle reveals the opposite side of the villa, equally large and imposing. Who lives here? Zooming in again, the windows display intricate designs, and the house appears to have numerous rooms. The front door is painted jet black, concealing the interior from view. With luxury homes deserted and their owners quietly relocating abroad, it's clear China's elite see the writing on the wall. What does their silent exodus say about the future of the Chinese economy and the growing fear inside the country's wealthiest circles? In the end, these empty villas may be more than relics of excess. They may be the clearest signal yet of a nation losing faith in itself. Amid mounting immigration pressures and economic uncertainty, Chinese authorities are tightening restrictions on citizens' ability to travel abroad. From increased scrutiny in passport applications to sweeping exit controls, what was once routine has now become a source of growing frustration for many across the country. In 2024, it's still hard for people in China to get a passport. Honestly, I'm furious. In so many places, officials abuse their small amounts of power to make life difficult for others. I'm just a student trying to apply for a passport. You know, a passport is like an ID card. It's a basic right for any citizen. But they refused to issue mine. They wanted a bank deposit certificate and proof of income. I mean, I don't have a job, but my parents can afford to send me abroad for travel. Why should that matter? Why can't I have a passport? It's just bullying. I went 3 or 4 times and still couldn't get one. If you face this, ask for the officer's badge number and call the Immigration Bureau at 12,367 to report them. At a time like this, with limited options for ordinary people, they're still putting up roadblocks. This is just plain harassment. In recent years, the Chinese Communist Party has tightened control over speech and personal movement. After Shanghai imposed exit restrictions, Xiamen followed with similar outbound inspection rules. Authorities appear increasingly alarmed by the rising number of citizens leaving. Passport restrictions are seen as part of a broader effort to curb emigration. Henley and Partners estimates that 15,200 wealthy Chinese, each with at least $1 million in assets, will leave China in 2024, a record high. Meanwhile, the economic slump and capital flight have left Beijing's luxury neighborhoods dotted with vacant, overgrown mansions. Social media account Speedy Talk posted on May 22 that many residents in Shanghai reported being suddenly barred from leaving the country. The post claims China is now conducting sweeping national security reviews for citizens planning to go abroad. The pilot rollout in Shanghai has sparked fear among the public. Online reactions have been sharp. Even going abroad now needs political vetting. The escape window is closing fast. Hi everyone, I'm Bo Yilan, and I'm about to leave for Vietnam. A friend and I had planned to go together, but his passport wasn't approved, even after I waited 7 days for him. Why? Because the destination he listed was Vietnam. When I applied for my passport a while ago, the rules were more relaxed. You didn't have to specify where you were going, but now, you do. So here's my advice. When applying for a passport, write down a friendly country like Iran, Pakistan, or Russia. You'll likely get approved. But if you list a Southeast Asian country, there's an 80 to 90% chance you'll be blocked. It'll be denied outright, and getting a passport will be much harder. Blogger Bo Yilan said he's had his passport for 8 or 9 years. Back then, the process was simple. Pay the fee and present a copy of your ID. But now, the requirements are far more complex. He said his friend's passport application was denied, and now Bo has to travel to Vietnam alone. He admitted feeling nervous and unsafe, especially given concerns about security in Southeast Asia. Are there any friends from Xinjiang? I want to ask, how did you manage to get a passport? I recently hosted a student from Xinjiang. When he tried to apply, they told him he needed an official university admission letter. I was stunned. A passport is supposed to be like an ID card. Every Chinese citizen should have the right to get one. Why is it being treated like a privilege? If you don't have an admission letter, they won't issue you a passport. Why did the officer ask me such personal questions? He asked me about my job. I told him I'm a live streamer. Then he asked if I had just graduated. I said yes, and that I was renting in Yepti. He questioned why I was streaming instead of getting a more normal job. Then he asked for my rental agreement, and even reviewed my chat logs. Isn't that an invasion of privacy? It felt like I was being violated. When I pressed my fingerprints, I don't think I did anything wrong, but he grabbed my hand and made me press again. I wasn't even allowed to check my phone while I waited for a message from a friend. He said, "Are you busy?" It was so intimidating. I didn't dare move. It was really scary. Today, many Chinese citizens say that traveling abroad has become far more difficult. Border procedures are more complex, with some travelers denied entry or even barred from leaving the country again for months. New security checks at border crossings are now routine. Whether you're leaving for tourism, business, or visiting family, immigration officers are reportedly asking detailed questions. In some cases, they even inspect phones, reviewing WeChat messages or personal data. If they find anything problematic, the traveler can be denied exit on the spot. Their airline ticket becomes worthless, and any visa issued is invalidated. Let's look at the places where it's hardest to get a passport. First, Fujian, Jiangsu, Xinjiang, and Tibet. Citizens from these regions often face high hurdles, needing extensive documentation to show they have a legitimate visa. Shijiazhuang Hubei, Heilongjiang Shaanxi, and Jiangxi Y. Too many people from these places have left China and never returned, which makes it incredibly difficult for others to apply for passports later. As passport access tightens and outbound travel is quietly curtailed, a deeper question looms: is the CCP merely managing migration, or is it laying the groundwork for a broader system of internal containment? With wealth leaving the country and citizens facing mounting restrictions, the true purpose behind these policies is becoming harder to ignore. China's economy is in free fall. Factories shut down, jobs vanish, and millions face a harsh new reality: unemployment, debt, and a shrinking future. Behind the headlines, ordinary people are battling a crisis that threatens to upend their lives. I can't find a job. They don't want me because of my criminal record. I've been sleeping at Longhua bus station for a month with no work. Factories reject me. I can't even do delivery jobs. All platforms have blocked me. We're not old at 40. Look how energetic I am when I work and talk. But they say, we're not the boss. This is the boss's rule. Sisters, what should we do? Finding a job at 40 is really hard. What jobs can you do at 35 besides driving for Didi or delivery? No company wants you now. They see your age and just say no. I went to Wuhan to look for a job this year. Now I'm back, drained. Jobs outside are scarce and age and education discrimination are rampant. What should unemployed post-80s do? Many still haven't found work. Some drag their luggage searching. Some lie in rental rooms or under bridges. Anxiety and confusion are everywhere. The unemployment rate is terrifying. I recently posted a part-time job, feeding birds, paying about 1,000 yuan a month for 3 to 4 days a week. Almost 400 people messaged me. That shows how bad the job market is, especially for those without skills. As China's economy worsens, salary cuts and layoffs are driving people to slash their spending. Special wholesale supermarket, 9.9 yuan a bottle. Other places sell mineral water for 6.5 yuan or less. You can't even get it cheaper here. There's a brutal trend now. Big companies acting small. Small businesses struggling to survive. How can anyone get by? Consumption has fallen sharply. A new term has emerged. Extreme low consumption, bare minimum spending just to survive. In prime city areas, you find meals for 12 yuan, lemon tea for under 5 yuan, and even ice cups for 1 yuan. Yet milk tea shops are closing by the dozens. 10 yuan haircuts are popular, but luxury salons are empty. People have less money and avoid shopping malls and restaurants. It's Monday night at Nanshan Lake Street in Tongzhou. Many big restaurants are closed. Weekends are busier, but now even those places are empty. It's tough everywhere. Shopping malls were okay during the week, but even weekends are quiet now. Despite unemployment, many must keep paying mortgages, car loans, and family expenses. Online loans and credit card debts trap millions. The People's Bank of China reports 800 million people are in debt. Defaults and payment stoppages are rising sharply. I'm in my 20s, born in the 2000s, and I owe 400,000 yuan. I haven't slept well for over 10 days. I can't even take out a few dozen yuan now. Many can't make ends meet. Even system workers and business owners are trapped by online loans and credit card fees. Cards maxed out, payments unbearable. Anxiety and panic are widespread. Some question the Communist Party's push for early consumption. Online comment. The country sees everyone's ambitions but doesn't want you sacrificing your life. Now it wants you to buy houses, consume, start businesses, and have children. We bought houses and cars we couldn't afford, drank coffee we couldn't afford, used phones and luxury goods we couldn't afford, traveled and sent kids to school we couldn't afford, overdrew accounts. We thought it was fine until wages stopped rising, companies closed, and incomes halved. Loans stayed the same, but debts piled up. Many lost homes and cars and felt peace only after hitting rock bottom. This man voices what many feel. The CCP's obsession with promoting early consumption has drained wallets and buried people in debt. As Beijing clashes globally and the rich flee, middle-class families plummet overnight into debt crises, burdened by mortgages and loans. What was once seen as a safe investment, real estate, is now a financial black hole. The CCP's consumerist push has trapped millions in a cycle of debt. While ordinary Chinese struggle for basic needs, the CCP spends lavishly overseas rather than addressing urgent issues like jobs, food, and living costs. Those still fighting to survive, whether former elites, white-collar professionals, or everyday citizens, must confront the harsh reality. The CCP's policies have not only shattered their livelihoods, but betrayed the very people they claim to serve. It's time to question who truly benefits as millions are left to bear the cost.